Hi friend, this is Dr. Apurv Mehra,
Hi everybody, I am Dr. Zainab Vora.
and we're going to talk about a very special program which is purely brainchild of the Dr. Zainab Vora. And as I have saved her name as Zainab the Great, she has thought of something special for her students. Last year, she thought of a place where students can come and stay. She actually dreamt of it, and trust me, it was only Zainab who could have pulled it. Now the students from all over the country are coming, spending their time in Greater Noida, learning at the center, and she's taking care of them. So let's listen to a special program which is starting in the month of February till June, right, at the Vidya Jeevan, Greater Noida.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, the last two boot camps have been very fulfilling, for me. As a teacher, I have also learned a lot from the feedback that I have received from the students, and it's been a very enriching experience. And the students have enjoyed a lot. I have enjoyed equally, if not more, with them. So, basically, the idea of coming up with a test and discussion program now was that now closer to the exam, I don't want to promote passive learning where they are only listening to lectures or they are listening to me teach them. Now it's the time to get active with your learning. Now is the time to consolidate, because you will never feel like doing that. That is easy to that, just sit, you come and teach me. That's what a lot of students also wanted, but I want to do what is right for them at this point. It's to consolidate, revise and self study. This is what is very important. What you need from our side is a structure to do that, a structure and infrastructure to do that. So that is what we are trying to provide with this program, is to give you a schedule of tests which you will appear for in computer based live exam simulation mode. So that gives you practice again and again. So by the time you actually face the real NEET exam and the real INI exam, you would have given so many of these tests, each of which are 200 MCQs. You would have stared at the screen for the exact amount of time that you're going to do in the exam hall, that day will feel no different. That is the aim, ki us din lagna chahiye it was as good as giving a Vidya Jeevan test. वो लगना चाहिए. So that is what is the aim of doing this test and discussion, कि आपको एक schedule दिया गया है. You have to prepare those two subjects by the time the test comes, and you appear for the test, you get closure. Because if you are at your home, there is no end point. You will never feel that, okay, now my subject is over, now my surgery is over, I can go to next subject. You will keep on doing that over and over from 10,000 different things. So this gives you an end point. कि ये आपका checklist है, इसमें जितना होता है, this is it. Now you start with the next one. So that is what is the aim. Now when we talk about this, what are the other things which are included? So one, we discussed the test discussion. Secondly, you will have the complete Vidya Jeevan facility at Greater Noida. So you have the study facility with a cubicle, and the place remains open from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. and you get a computer. So the cubicle also has a computer on which you will also be appearing for the test. Why have you agreed to give them the computer, sir?
There are 3-4 things which I want to add on here. What is my understanding is, passive learning is what Zainab has been doing in the boot camp throughout, and the BTR, or a teacher is teaching you. Active is your own input or your own effort, so that you summarize what you understand, you try to take a grasp of it, and then finally, as we talk to students throughout the teaching in cerebellum or in BTR and the boot camp specifically right now, the students are saying, when I attempt a test at my home, questions are okay, but the moment I am writing it, even the cubicles here, it appears that the same question is foreign to me. It's not the same language. Now here comes the point of the practice pitch and the main pitch. So we are providing the cubicle so that one thing is they learn to sit in that environment.
Yeah.
Many a times it happens that we go and write an exam, and for the first time we sit for 4 hours together and we are not having a habit of it. So develop a habit in that area. Second is, they must get very comfortable in attempting the papers on the desktop, because that's what they're going to do finally. There's no point in giving a half effort, because half effort according to me is zero effort. It has to be a full effort. And then there'll be a limited access of internet with the safety, both of them and the center, for them to have some doubt solving queries and approach Google, which will be a limited access. So this is a special thing. It's not something which I am giving permission to. At Vidya Jeevan, every decision is taken by Ravi Sharma, Dr. Ravi Sharma, and my Mamaji, Mr. Ritesh Kapoor. Me and Zainab just put requests to them. Basically, Zainab तो बताती है ये करना है और Ravi permission देता है. And Ravi's thought was that this is what should be there. I just got a call and he said कि sir मुझको ये करना है. And when he says, then there is no looking back because this is what is in the interest of the students. And if something is in the interest of the student, it is something which is to be correct and has to be done. So I feel Zainab is going to give them a simulation. This is what I really feel, and that is the most important thing today. Just like the pilots, before they take the flights, they're given simulations.
Yeah.
So this is what Zainab and Ravi are building up at this place for them to have a simulation in the cubicles.
Yeah. If I can quote Ravi, I think, once he said that I want to build a world-class facility where every medical student wants to come here and enjoy the process of learning. So that is what we are trying to create for you to find that joy in learning. And to add to what you said, by giving you the cubicles, we are desensitizing, right? A lot of times I've heard from students कि हमें enter करते ही anxiety, palpitation शुरू हो जाता है. अब आपके 3 महीने उस environment में बिताएं, that it's gonna desensitize you, and that day is gonna feel no different, So that is the intent from our end. Apart from that, we are there on every test day, with the discussion. It's not just going to be a discussion of the MCQs. We are going to discuss those topics. So the tests are going to be 200 MCQs, and I'm going to make sure that every question is targeting an important topic, which should be a previous year topic or a potential topic, and we can discuss that at length. So basically, when we discuss those 200 questions, and the discussion would be a long discussion around 6 to 7 hours, we are trying to summarize those subjects, the most important essence of it. So that should act as a closure of different subjects, and whatever doubts we have, whatever are the topics which need to be supplemented, we can do it on that day. So that is what would be there. Apart from that, you would be having regular sessions by Sir Ravi. Would be coming to visit you and guide you on a personal level wherever you are struggling. A lot of things require personal interaction, and that's what is our aim with bootcamp, and that's what we carry forward, is to make sure that everything is taken care of. Your studies should be your priority. Everything else, if we can help you sort it out in your head, if not more, we would be very happy to do that.
So Zainab, I remember when I was preparing, my seniors used to say, if you study in a hostel, right, you study for more number of hours, but the quality is less because you have to handle a lot of things. When you study at home, you study for less number of hours, but your quality is better. At Vidya Jeevan, with the support of the entire staff here and Cerebellum team, we are making sure that you study for more number of hours with a better quality. So that is what Ravi means to say. A very simple thought he said, कि sir, हम लोग medical college में होते थे, and we used to sometimes struggle for food. So look at the way he's taking care of what food items are being provided, and these are the small things. If at Vidya Jeevan you come early morning and you are among the first 300 students, you will get a fruit. And if you stay till the end, you take away a fruit. Now that happens every day here, because our parents also used to do the same thing, na, phal kha lena. So this is what is extremely important. And what I see here is it's like a small garden, and and Ravi and everybody around here are, along with the entire team of Vidya Jeevan, Cerebellum, Mamaji, Zainab herself, everybody is rearing it like a gardener. And कहते हैं ना कि गार्डनर की अगर माली की नियत होगी तो बगीचा अच्छा बनेगा. And look at what I see now is this was a barren land around one year back, and when we see it is blossoming with flowers, and our students are sitting in the gardens and studying. So we have different areas, Zainab. If you walk out at the outer side in the garden, people are sitting on the benches, on the ground they are sitting. You come inside in the reception area, people are interacting and talking. One of the auditoriums, Swan Auditorium, they are quiet zone, silent zone, they are studying. In the main auditorium where the class is in the morning hour, they are studying, right? And then these cubicles. This is going to be intense area where you can practice. And I believe that one thing is that you make sure is routine tests they give on this desktop. And obviously many of our students are Cerebellum students, so they will be getting midday PYQs or the midnight PYQs. So when they get these PYQs, they can keep on solving these.
Absolutely.
And that's going to keep them glued to it. So this is what I believe is key, the environment being world class is something which is going to take you better, because till the time you do not grow in the proper environment, you don't grow.
Plus, you see everybody who's singularly preparing for what you are preparing. So that will drive you, when you are seeing everybody is in the same boat, everybody has the same fears. When I look at and I talk to students here, they are all at the same level, everybody is scared of the same thing, everybody is confident of the same thing. So, we think that they are mature, grown up doctors by then, but when I talk to them, it feels like they are kids. They are at this very critical juncture, and they are all very, very nervous about this one exam. So at times, we need to take care of them as kids,
Yeah.
and that is something that we are here for, and it is something that will motivate you also, seeing people study all around you. At home, when you get into your own zone and you don't really know what's going on around you. Here you get a very strong reality check on a daily basis. I think that is one of the biggest factors, why boot camp has clicked with so many students. So just to go ahead, as you were talking
It
about,
has become an emotion. It's becoming an emotion for most of us.
Yeah.
And we are very happy that not only us, Zainab, we see that the students are taking care of the students now.
Yeah.
They are rising for each other. There are small things like they keep on happening in a family, and it's for all for good. Whenever anybody is falling, there's somebody to support, and that's the beauty of Vidya Jeevan, which I see here, and that's what we all dreamt of.
Yes. And just to add on to accountability and how daily we want you to show up to this center and study, because in the beginning I see everybody is very excited and raring to go, and that sort of keeps going down when you're studying at home. So just to push you to daily show up and sit in your cubicle, we are going to have a daily custom module. So this is only for students who are complete package students. So whoever is coming to Vidya Jeevan for the complete package program, daily I will be giving you 30 MCQ custom module of the subject. For example, if our first test is surgery and ortho on 21st of Feb, before that, daily you will be getting a mixed module of these two subjects. So that should motivate you that, okay, and the timing that I've kept is 2 to 5 p.m. because that is the time when we tend to, our energy tends to dip. So that's when you have that 3-hour window that you just finish these 30 MCQ, 30 minutes it's going to take, and very quickly you just review the answers and go study, So that is your midday accountability check that you have to do, that all right, I am on track, today I showed up. That's your incentive, that you have to, look out for. Apart from that, in the complete package, we are also including the 4-day offline program from 14th to 17th April, which is going to be a revision program. And there is a 4-day GT program before NEET, which I think is going to be a really great practice for students. You get 4 back-to-back full-length GTs at the offline testing center from 30th May to 2nd of June. And that would be followed by discussion on the same day in the evening. So that both of these programs are a part of the complete package. So apart from that, so this is the test and discussion schedule. So this is what I would want you to do. For example, if we have a test on 21st of Feb, which are 2 subjects, what should be your checklist? That what all should I complete to get closure of these 2 subjects? If I have these 2 on 20th, you will see that more or less there are 4 to 5, if not more, gap between each and every test. So this is the schedule that you have to look out for, and what all should you do. So this is the recommendation from my end. You finish BTR 2.0. This is something which is your core crux. So surgery, ortho, BTR 2.0 is what you want to do. PYQs, INICET, NEET and FMG. I would recommend you to do as many as possible. If you have done recent ones, go till 2017. Most of the apps, Cerebellum also has all of the questions since 2017. So do all of those. Jitne PYQs karoge, it's only better, So recent to karna hi hai. Minimum 3 years I would recommend, and FMG at least 1 year you should do. INI and NEET definitely 3 years minimum. Otherwise go as deep as possible. So these 2 are your must do. Iske baad jo aapka weaknesses hai, whatever are the topics that you have found weaker in surgery, orthopedics, whatever is the subject combination, I would advise you to find those topics. So use BTR and PYQs as surveillance tools. कि इसमें से ये बहुत क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, इस टॉपिक से बहुत क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, जैसे सर बताएंगे कि शाफ्ट ऑफ फीमर से एक साथ बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए. सो देन फाइंड दोस टॉपिक्स एंड गो टू मेन वीडियोस एंड फिनिश इट, राइट. सो दैट इज हाउ यू एंश्योर दैट मैंने इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स कवर कर दिए हैं, वीक टॉपिक्स कवर कर दिए हैं. दिस इज योर रोड मैप. BTR एंड PYQs आर योर रोड मैप use them as surveillance and clear those topics, see YouTube videos, see main videos, whatever, clear them out. Solution पढ़ लो, solution of the PYQ कई बार उसी से हो जाता है. So basically you have to clear all of your doubts now. It is do or die, इसके बाद नहीं time मिलेगा. So this is where you get closure of your weak and important topics. And the good part about you getting computer access is you can do all of the BTR tests, from 1.0 to 5.0, and I will highly recommend doing all of those. In the new test which I'm going to give you, I'm not going to repeat questions. Even if I repeat, I'm going to change those, right? So I might repeat the topic, but I'm not going to repeat exact questions. So each of these tests is 100 MCQs. The current 5.0 is 200 MCQs. So practice them as tests on the actual, computer-based simulation. So you are already getting access to that in the complete package. So I would highly recommend you giving those 5 tests of those respective subjects. And this is the custom module daily that you shall be getting. So this is the checklist that you want to do before every subject test. So this way you keep getting a closure of every subject, and then you can see we have 3 full-length GTs before INICET on 25th April, 7th May and 12th May. And then we'll have the 4-day GT program after INI, and we also have another last GT to finish it off on 8th June, and then you have NEET. So the good news for this batch of students is they have 2 exams, right? And everybody must write both of the exams.
And they are very together. They have to be very close to each other.
Yes, hopefully. So hopefully both of the exams will be 1 month apart, and no matter what rank you get, you have to write the other exam because you might do better, right? So this is what is good for you guys, that you have a complete plan already in place. So this is just to show you some pictures. These are our computer based areas. This is where you shall be sitting, you will be studying. This is where your tests are gonna happen. Apart from that, our auditorium on the first floor is called Sabr, which is the classroom where we shall be discussing, we shall be learning, and we have 2 testing areas now. So one is the OG original testing area on the first floor, and this is the new one. Sukoon is what we are calling it. And that is on the basement level. So that is coming up, and we also have a brand new cafeteria, jiska naam I think sir should say.
Yes, not just Chole Bhature is the name that we have thought of, but still, these things require approval of the entire team, but that's under consideration. But what is more important is that, एक line जो कई बार एक दिशा देती है, right? And the direction that we all are working towards is to make this as an experience center. Ravi says that every medico in the country would visit us for different stages. Initially for preparation, what Zainab is doing. Finally, to learn in e-conceptual from her, from conceptual radiology or any other branch. And finally, to contribute as a teacher. So this is a place where he dreams that doctors ka jo preparation hota hai, that's very quiet. And the environment is not so positive. So every small detail is here to take care that when you walk in, you have immediate feeling of positivity. And when you go back, you immediately want to come back. So there's a line from the song Hotel California. You can check out from here anytime, but you can never leave. So this is what we are trying to do here. And to ace it on, everything is okay. But when it comes to entrance exams, the main thing is academics. And we have the best teacher in the country right now who's going to take care of the needs of the students. There are many people who can teach a particular subject better than anyone. But it is the intention of a teacher, which means studying the subject and the care of the student, which defines as who is the best. तो आपके लिए वो best है जो आपके लिए सबसे ज़्यादा time दे रहा है, सोच रहा है. Apart from that, obviously, she is a wonderful teacher. Rank 1 aims, she has crossed the bridge. She knows that what requires to be left for the exam. अच्छा टीचर वो नहीं होता जो आपको सब कुछ पढ़ाता है. अच्छा टीचर वो होता है जो आपको बताता है यहाँ रुक जाओ, इसको छोड़ दो. And that is what she is saying कि surgery ortho, MCQs will be there, do that, and ये लाइन खिंच गया तो अब सर्जरी ऑर्थो में परेशान नहीं होना, right? And this is what she will see, and you will realize that when she walks in, she will be working every day. She will be traveling for 4 BTRs across the country during this time, and she'll make sure that you have questions every day. And when she is not there, I will make sure that Ravi or me will be here to talk to the students, discuss Along with that, we have a wonderful team who's there to take care of you.
So, ideally, I would want you to come in at 7 a.m. when the center opens. In boot camp, we have a line waiting. As soon as it's 7, before that, there are students who are waiting. I would want that, for the rest of the month till the exam, for you to show the same consistency. So, you come in at 9 a.m. and you are studying, you appear for your custom module, you stay here and study till 9 o'clock, and then you leave, right? So, this is, you already have a roadmap of what you have to do. You have a place where you can do. We will be arranging all meals for you. Ravi is also trying for dinner. So far, we've already managed in the second boot camp to arrange breakfast and lunch for students. And you have coffee, which, you get at any time between 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're also trying for dinner. So your meals are taken care of. I would advise you to come down here and just scout for accommodation after visiting rather than arranging it online. That way you will have a better idea of what the living conditions are. And there are many PGs and hostels which are nearby. So would highly recommend you to come down here and just visit. There are many boot camp students, who are going to continue to stay here. So you can ask other students for advice as well as to what are, good accommodation options. But there is no dearth of options here. So you can come and just select. So that is what is the plan, and we shall also be having an orientation for the complete package on 16th of February. Whereas those of you who are enrolling for the only test and discussion program, so we also planned a only T&D program, which is for people who might be staying in Delhi, who don't want to use this facility as a study center, want to study at home, only want to come for the test. You can do so, right? So you can directly come on 21st for the first test, right? But for the complete package students, we'll just be orienting you to the place and how you should use, this facility on 16th of February as orientation, and you can continue to come from 17th itself. It does not start from 21st. You can start from 16th itself.
So that's all about the place, and all the very best, and looking forward to meet you on 16th of February.
Thank you.
And specifically best wishes to Zainab, because she has done a combination of 4 courses in one. There is a T&D, there is a BTR, there are going to be mock tests, and they're going to be an experience with the computers with daily customs. So this is what she's combined together, and only you could have thought of. It means a lot of hard work at your end, and also it is going to keep you stimulated to study with an actual simulation for your exam. So looking forward to welcome you at Vidya Jeevan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.